Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Lots of people are already asking, what are we getting with Star Citizen Alpha 4.4? We haven't even got 4.3.2 out yet, and people already want to know. Well, we know that 4.4 is coming in November, and it will open up the Nyx system, a whole new star system. However, it is not the full Nyx system, with CIG saying it's not going to be as complete as Pyro was when it first came out. You'll see it grow as we work on it, with lots of updates coming over the next year. What are we getting with the initial 4.4 build and the initial release of the Nyx system? Well, you're going to have the hero landing zone, Levski, and Delamar, a giant asteroid where it sits. So yeah, Delamar is a massive asteroid with a huge borehole through it. It's going to allow for extensive cargo loading and offloading gameplay for ships like the Hull C and exterior cargo elevators, lots of stuff like that. The landing zone Levski is an old mining facility there, and it's been taken over by the People's Alliance, one of the main factions in the area. These zones have been massively updated since their original inclusion and then removal from the game, because we used to have Delamar and Levski in the Stanton system. You can land there, repair, rearm, refuel. There's a refinery deck there, all the mod cons of modern landing zones. There's also the Grand Barter, Teacher's Ship Shop, probably where you can buy the Shiv eventually, and the sort of new Greys market ships, whatever they may expand out to. You've got Mercy Hospital, shops for armor, weapons, bar and food, little living pods for Habs. This area is not lawless as once expected. It's not secure like Stanton, but it's not non-existent law like Pyro. You can jump and EVA around the exterior from grav plates to zero gravity. It's an interesting zone to maneuver around. There are going to be the return and addition of new and old and physical mission givers. I'm not sure the full turnaround on these, but we know that CIG have been working on Eslan Macken, who's the ATC controller at Levski. I suspect he will be there immediately. But there's people like Recco Battaglia, who'll give you like mining and salvage missions, I believe. In the short term as well, the Nyx system is going to be connected to both Pyro and Stanton. You can have a jump point in both. Eventually, I believe they retire the one from Stanton to Nyx, but in the short term, until you've got more star systems, it's going to be Nyx, Pyro, and Stanton all connected to each other. There will be inter-system cargo missions and expansion of contracts with express and time contracts and stuff like that. So if you want to do cargo hauling, there'll be an economy that supports that with 4.4. There's also going to be lots of mining, salvage, and potential combat opportunities in the Glacium Belt. This is a giant asteroid gas cloud field, sort of all mixed together. There's a big event. I say event quite wrongly because it's a sandbox activity. There's a new storyline, Welcome to Nyx, that to help bring you into the system effectively. A continuation kind of the ASD storyline, where the science had run amok, and you know that the ASD people were getting Vandal tech from somewhere. So you can work for a private military company that works with the UE Navy. There's a previously abandoned QV logistics station in the Glacium Belt that's basically come back online. And as I said, this isn't a one-off event thing. This is going to be a permanent, repeatable set of missions, contracts, activities here, and they might be a little bit different after you've done them the first time. But there's a docked, damaged, non-standard Polaris at this station, and the station is being periodically attacked by the Vandal. So Vandal are new enemies in the Nyx system. That is super exciting for me. Now, I believe it is just Vandal ships at this stage. There's no Vandal running around yet. They're not affiliated with any particular clan, these Vandal, either, and they're going to be adding the Vandal Stinger heavy fighter to their ranks. I don't believe they're updating the Glaive or the Scythe yet. There's going to be the old ones still that you'll be fighting. You can assist in repelling the Vandal forces, though they might come back, and then you can land at that station. But there is a new hostile faction there, and they've got new armor, new weapons. They are going to be a little, well, not alien, but I suppose alien to you, because they've got a lot of new stuff you ain't seen before. You can explore and investigate the station and the surrounding space. There's other asteroid bases, debris, a docked Polaris, new loot, lots of stuff to discover, and that will hopefully help you work out what is going on. are we getting any of the planets of Nyx with 4.4? Because there's supposed to be 3 planets there. Nyx 2 and 3 are relatively simple. Nyx 3, I believe, is either an ice giant or a gassy ice giant thing. And then Nyx 2 is sort of like this more acidic, relatively simple planet, which it sounds more like a moon. I do think that if they put them in any order, that those two are much easier to put in than Nyx 1. But CIG's Ali Brown said the Nyx rocky planets will come next year. Setting them up using the previous iteration of Planet Tech would have added considerable wasted dev time, so we decided to go straight for the new Planet Tech. I do not believe we've got any planets turning up for 4.4 landable or otherwise with that initial build. But I might be wrong. They might go, yeah, you've got your gassy ice giant thing because you can't land there anyway. They did also show that there's this cool red cloud showing off where the Vandal space is, and you can fly towards Vandal space and you'll have more dangerous points of interest and encounters. I suspect that's something more for the future. And again, not immediately, but over the next year or so, there's a load of stuff coming. Nyx's planets and other new locations. Nyx 1 has the new Genesis tech, the new Planet Tech V5, and that's got a load of visual improvements, which I believe may require Vulcan to be fully integrated and DirectX 11 to be retired. But like, you've got better cliffs there, you've got much better looking terrain, and much better scattering for stuff. Everything's starting to look very, very, very pretty. You can have more missions, more events. You've got new activities, rock cracker event, things like this. So using a station to break an asteroid, power it up, break an asteroid, and then go in and loot whatever's inside. They're going to have instancing for a load of stuff. That allows them just to have a load of different events that they can run. And they've got instanced tactical strike groups and fleet battles and combined arms fighting. There's the municipal works and depths, dungeon delving, loot extraction. They aren't forgetting the other systems either. Siege of Orison is going to be making a return as an instance later in 2026. All planets will get updated at some point with the new Genesis tech, and we've got things like engineering and crafting, which are planned to be at least on the tech preview by the end of this year. We'll be delving a little more, or a lot more, into the Genesis tech and Nyx 1 in a coming video. Something else I do want to mention, the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2955 lays conveniently within that 4.4 patch where it's going to be live. We're expecting Intergalactic Aerospace Expo to start on the 20th of November and last a couple of weeks. We know that there's going to be some new ships and vehicles. We're expecting that that's going to be things like the Perseus gunboat, which has got a similar role to a combat corvette, I suppose, although it is smaller. We might have like an Apollo variant, things like that might turn up. It's probably going to be 4 or 5 ships and vehicles. That would be my expectation. Between 3 and 5 ships and vehicles will turn up. That is what I would expect. We'll have a free fly, so everyone can try Star Citizen for free. You'll be able to rent all the ships and vehicles for free during the different days of the expo as well. There'll be an expo, I believe this time at the Vision Center at Orison. They typically have some cheaper game packages as well if you're looking to get into Star Citizen, but you can try it for free, so why not? Loads of new skins and that sort of stuff for ships and vehicles, probably a load of new armor and weapons and all that sort of jazz too. I'm pretty excited for the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo as well, but 4.4 does obviously bring the Nyx system and tons of cool gameplay there. Super excited for that. Tell me what you're excited about in the comments below. Expect 4.4 to expand somewhat as well. There'll be other bits and bobs here. There'll be stuff for Wickelos. They'll add some more ships into ship shops. There'll be new FPS weapons and armor and stuff. We know that new faction's got some as well, so we'll find out more about those. But tell me what you're excited about in the comments below. Also, something you should do in the comments below. Well, maybe not the comments, but you should click on the links to NordVPN. Oh, what's that? Get yourself some better accessibility, security, and privacy on the interwebs using NordVPN. I can click and I'm in the Nyx system. Oh, now I'm in Pyro. You can't do that, but you could say you're in different countries on Earth, I suppose. That's one of the ways you'd use it. Just click the links below. It's great. NordVPN. Woo! It's October, it's CitizenCon, there is loads going on in Star Citizen, and I spy with my Toby eye tracker something beginning with D. It's a discount. You want a natively supported high precision head and eye tracker for Star Citizen? Of course you do. It actually works with a load of games, actually. The Toby eye tracker is super useful as part of your arsenal, but also really adds to your immersion. If you don't mind spending a little bit of time tweaking after setup, you can have a really awesome time. Look around your cockpit, look over your shoulder, and track ships in a dogfight intuitively and ergonomically like never before. It's got a load of features to improve the experience as well, with like camera boost, which is a little tiny bit like mouse acceleration for your head and eyes, but actually useful. You can get 15% off a Tobii Eye Tracker 5 until Monday the 20th of October. Links below to that. There's also a sweepstake going on from Tobii. You can join to win a Tobii Eye Tracker 5. Links down below to that too. Thanks to Tobii for sponsoring this video. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and for October, because of CitizenCon and it's a big month for celebration, we are giving away 5 different ships to 5 different winners. They all come with a game package and lifetime insurance. We're giving away a C8X Pisces, the Arrow Light Fighter, the 100i luxury starting ship, the Sulen, a very cool, weird alien starting ship, and the Nomad from Consolidated Outland. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning one of those ships is comment on any of my videos made during October. Any of those are great to start the game with, or just as another ship in your fleet, or even as a lifetime insurance token to upgrade to something else. A big thank you as well to CIG for providing some of those ships for that giveaway. If you would like to further support the channel, consider becoming a Patreon or using the join button under my videos. That will get you some occasional exclusive content, and it really does help us out loads. Also, like, share, subscribe, that all helps tons as well. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and I hope you have a great October.